What up YouTube, I am your host ProfessorStix, back at it again with another Call of Duty Warzone video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 5 loadouts in Rebirth Island, since they have now recently changed all of the weapons. Over 40 weapons were changed, a lot of nerfs, a couple of buffs, some of them receiving both. And so I'm going to share with you guys the top 5 loadouts in Rebirth Island. Now, I've gone over the data, I've looked at the JGOD data, I've looked at the true game data, just so much data out there. And so I'm just going to make it simple for you guys. A lot has changed, but not many of the weapons have really been significantly impacted. In fact, what I would say is that overall, what Raven Software has tried to do is increase the time to kill in the game so that it requires a little bit more skill for you to be able to kill opponents. So if you can hit more headshots, you are going to down people a lot faster. Guys, this one's a really good one, and you're going to be surprised right now because not many things have changed, but what I have found are some really good gems. So coming in at number 5, we've got the Groza and the PPSH. Now, like the last time when I dropped the top 5 most lethal loadouts, which some of them are still viable, I've got one that does everything. And so the Groza, it's good at close range, but since they've recently buffed the recoil pattern, they smoothed it out. They said that means now you can use it for medium to long range. And with the TTK at 716 milliseconds at range, that's not the greatest, but because it's been smoothed out, you can hit those headshots. If you hit 2 headshots, you can bring your time to kill down to a low 600, and that is really good, especially in the new state of Warzone. All right, we're gonna pair that up with the PPSH, and the great thing with the PPSH is it's got a large magazine, it's got little to no recoil, but you can use it at close range. But it also can be doubled as a medium to long range weapon, because at range it can down a fully armored opponent if you're hitting all your chest shots at 661 milliseconds. And so it's really good at close to mid range combat. And so that's why I'm pairing the Groza with the PPSH. Guys, check out the attachments. All right, so very quickly for the Groza, you're gonna wanna go with the GRU suppressor, the CMV mil spec, the Spetsnaz speed grip, the Spetsnaz 60 round drum mag, and the Axle Arms 3X, or any optic of your choice. For the PPSH, you're gonna wanna go with the GRU suppressor, the Task Force, the Tiger Team Spotlight, the 75 round drum mag, and the Raider stock. All right, coming in at number 4, I've got the C58 and the MAC-10. Now the C58 is really good. However, it did get a nerf. And so right now, using the C58 at range, it's got a time to kill of 764 milliseconds if you're hitting all of your chest shots. However, if you hit 1 headshot, you can bring your time to kill down to 655 milliseconds. And so that's why I think the C58 is still a very good option to use. You pair that with the MAC-10, which is Mr. Reliable. The MAC-10 has a high fire rate, pretty much no recoil. It's really good, it's very fast, and with a time to kill at 587 milliseconds, it's a really good option for your close range weapon. All right guys, here are the attachments. All right, so for the C58, you're gonna wanna go with the Agency suppressor, the 18.7 inch Ranger barrel, the 55 round mag, or you can go with the 55 round drum mag, the Serpent Wrap to increase your ADS speed. For the optic, you're gonna wanna go with the Royal Cross 4X optic. Right now it is broken, it reduces your recoil. Once it gets fixed, any optic of your choice, I like using the 3X. For the MAC-10 standard build, Agency suppressor, the Task Force, the Target Designator, 53 round drum mag, and the no stock. Coming in at number 3, this is probably one of my favorite ones to share with you guys, is because of all the changes to the SMGs. Now the SYKOV has rise to the top. And so if you pair that with the king of LMGs, which is the MG82, you can now be more flexible with your perks. You can now rock High Alert, which Raven Software has hinted will allow us to hear enemy footsteps if they're using dead silence. And on top of that, I think High Alert is really good because if somebody's watching you when you're not paying attention, if they're behind you, you are gonna get that alert, and that's gonna allow you to maybe 180 and beam them and get you some highlight clips. And so you can also rock Ghost at the very beginning if you rock the SYKOV and the MG82, or you can use restock and be really aggressive and have your stuns on and your lethals, maybe a thermite or a semtex, and you can really be aggressive in your gameplay. So it really depends, but I like this loadout right here because it allows you to be more flexible with that second perk slot. All right, guys, here are the attachments. For the MG82, you're gonna wanna go with the Agency Suppressor, the Task Force Barrel, the Tiger Team Spotlight, the Axle Arms 3X, and the Serpent Wrap to increase your ADS speed. You're gonna wanna go with the SYKOV, which is the Monolithic Suppressor, the 140mm Auto Barrel, 5mW laser, 80-round drum mag, and the VLK Priz Rack. And then also keep in mind, you wanna go with either Restock or High Alert. I'm personally rocking the High Alert. Now coming in at number 2, this is my go-to loadout. If I feel like sniping, I'm gonna rock the Cold War AK-47 and the Kar 98. Now you can switch out the Kar 98 with the Swiss. Both options are very good. And in fact, I might even be considering using the FFAR. It's an honorable mention as a sniper support. Hear me out, all right? The Cold War AK-47. If you are hitting all of your chest shots, you are going to down a fully armored opponent in 600 milliseconds. At range, that's 700 milliseconds. But if you hit those headshots, you can bring it down to 600 milliseconds, which is really good. However, with the FFAR, at range, it's 667 milliseconds across the board. And whether you hit 1 or 2 headshots, or if you hit all chest shots, it's just 667 milliseconds. And so I think the Cold War AK-47 and the FFAR are both decent options. You just got to decide which one you're going to take a hit on. The FFAR has a slower ADS speed, but a higher rate of fire. And the Cold War AK-47 has a faster ADS speed, but a slower rate of fire. So one's going to be more forgiving, the FFAR, and one's going to hit a little bit harder, but also have a faster ADS speed, which is the Cold War AK-47. All right, so here are the best attachments for those weapons. For the AK-47, you're going to want to go with the Groove Suppressor, the RPK Barrel, the 45-round mag, the Tiger Team Spotlight, and the Microflex LED. However, if you want to rock an iron sight, go ahead and take off the Microflex LED and put on the KGB Skeletal Stock. For that FFAR build, you're going to want to go with that Agency Suppressor, the 21.2-inch Ranger Barrel, the SOF Target Designator, the 50-round mag, the Serpent Wrap to increase your ADS speed. For the Kar 98, you're going to want to go with the Monolithic Suppressor, the Longest Barrel, the TAC Laser, the Sniper Scope, and the F-TAC Sport Comb, or you can use the Precision Comb if you want more aim stability. Coming in at number 1, this is always my sweatiest class. This is when I'm trying to drop double-digit kills. I'm trying to go all out, just fly around the map, and we're going with the FARA and the Modern Warfare MP7. Last time it was the FARA and the Cold War MP7. We're just swapping it out. And so with all the nerfs to the Cold War SMGs in terms of the damage profile, increasing that time to kill, the Modern Warfare MP5 didn't get touched. And so that brought it right back up to the top. And so we're gonna be rocking the Modern Warfare MP5. And the reason why we're gonna be using the Modern Warfare MP5 is because it's a true SMG, a balanced and a great SMG. Modern Warfare MP5 is really great at hip firing, which is really good at close range combat. Also at close range, it's very devastating, but it's still very reliable at range. And so the Modern Warfare MP5 is now the go-to when it comes to your close range SMG. All right, guys, the FARA, it's still the same thing. It still has a fast rate of fire. The ADS speed is not all that great, but with the FARA, you are going to be downing opponents very quickly at 684 milliseconds. And because of that rate of fire, it's very forgiving. And with little to no recoil, it's still the #1 option at long range. For the FARA, you're going to want to go with the Groove Suppressor, the Spetsnaz RPK Barrel, the 60-round mag, the Spetsnaz Field Grip, which is going to increase your ADS speed, and any optic of your choice. For the Modern Warfare MP5, you're going to want to go with the Monolithic Integral Suppressor, the Merc Foregrip, the 45-round mag, the 5mW laser, and collapsible stock. All right, guys, those are my top 5 Rebirth Island loadouts. This was just quick and dirty. Just wanted to get it out to you guys as quick as possible because I know you guys have been asking in chat. You guys have also been asking in the YouTube comments below. Also, if you guys want to see me using these loadouts live, make sure you guys come check me out over on Twitch. I'll drop the link in the description below. As always, guys, appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support. Make sure you guys have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.